We are live. Hello, hello, hello. I'm so happy to be here tonight, Wednesday at 7 o'clock. Guys, that we are having this stream like in LinkedIn, Facebook, and here in YouTube. So thank you so much for coming tonight. You know that we are getting this interview with all these women that have something to say. They want to share their story, but also they want all to be representing every woman out there that has something to say. We want to be sure that you are tuned with us every Wednesday. So I want to introduce you tonight to this beautiful woman. Her name is Rose Parker, and you will know tonight her story. So, Rose, welcome, my love. Thank you so much for coming tonight. So, how are you?
I'm doing well. Thank you so much for inviting me. It is a blessing to be in the space with you. And I look forward to sharing my story, sharing where I'm at, and being able to share that with you. And I'm very grateful for the opportunity to be here with you in this live session. So thank you so much from the depths of my being.
Oh, my pleasure, so for sure. I met Rose like probably a few months ago, and we are doing something together in the same movement, helping other women around the world as well. And that's something that we really enjoy a lot, and is giving us, the opportunity to share, our expertise, our genius, and also support other women that have so many dreams sometimes, and you know that so many dreams that are living in our heart, and sometimes we don't have the support, or sometimes we don't know how to start. So that's something that we are doing together. So let me put my glasses so I can start the interview and my questions for you, Rose, and I can see you, of course, better. So let's talk about Rose, and I want her to start talking about, where she coming from, what is she doing, how many kids, all those things that are important as a mother. So Rose, talk to us. The night is yours.
Okay, so I'm Rose Parker. Besides being divine expression, which I look to trying to uh, recognize more and more in my daily activities. I am here as Rose Parker, wife to a wonderful, supportive husband, um, very beautiful man as well, inside and outside. Um, three
Aw.
wonderful children who I adore with everything that I am. A very loving family, mother, father, brothers and sisters. Love has always been a big part of our family. Where we felt like we were lacking at any point, love has always helped pull us through. It's like our signature thing in my family's love is like what we teach. Um,
Aw, love it.
so yeah, I definitely appreciate having the experience of life. At this moment, I'm kind of going through a lot of changes, releasing a lot of different fears that I did not realize I had, uprooting a lot of different beliefs, self healing, self care, um, after having gone through a lot of different trials and looking for what I thought I needed in life and not actually um, finding what I wanted to find at the end of that route. So that's what I have at this point. Just a wonderful, supportive family, and just very appreciative of this life experience every day.
Rose, where are you from? Because I love your background, by the way.
I'm in Rhode Island. We're starting to get some buds here, so the winter didn't last very long this time, which is kind of
I can
nice.
tell.
Yeah, I'm enjoying that. I'm really happy. Not that the winter's bad, but I like seeing the greenery.
I know. I don't see you with a jacket. That's what I was asking you. I have a jacket and you don't have any, and then you are in New York and I'm in Florida. That is so funny. But I love to see your background, and I think that something that I realized that since I met Rose, I have to tell you guys that she's very close to nature, and she said love, but also love is coming from nature. You know, the most of the time when we are close to, you know, those trees and grass, and you know, kind of do that earthing that sometimes is so important to do, so balance our, you know, our body, and even, you know, inflammations and things like that, that really help us to deal better with life. And when I see her, I always feel that type of energy of someone that is kind of peaceful, and she, you know, like use her energy to protect her family and talk about, you know, other people, you know, being balanced, and you know, manage those type of energies that are coming sometimes from our chakras, that is so important, and that balance. So that's Rose. That's something that I really, every time that I see her, I am so glad that she's very close to us because of that. Let's talk about, I want to know what exactly, you know, you have been facing in terms of helping you to understand your career better, or whatever you are doing now, that was like a kind of those things that make us realize, okay, this is my turning point. This is what I'm gonna do now, because I noticed that this is what I was made
Mm,
for.
good, very good question. So I guess I can say I started a long time ago. I was one of those people who, and I noticed in a lot of the interviews that you've had, a lot of people end up saying, "I've done this, I've done that, I've done that." I was looking for something. I wanted to find something, um, and I could do it all. I'm like, okay, I can do all this, I can do all that, but I can't. I couldn't seem to get past certain things. Like I'm working on uh, certain belief systems that have been
Okay.
passed down from generation to generation. And these belief systems, unfortunately, kept leading me to a place of feeling um, unappreciated. I would work really, really hard, and I would never be able to get that extra raise because I wasn't certified, or so on and so forth. And I
Mm.
just kept working really hard. Okay, let's do this. Okay, let's do that. To the point where I said, you know what, this is the year, 1 year, and I really worked really, really, really hard to get a certification, and I made double the amount of money that I ever made before. I was making almost six figures, but just to
Wow.
find out
Mhm.
that money was not what I was looking for. That you end up making more money, you end up realizing that that balance between the money that you're making and the money that you're spending and the quality of life that you have has not changed. So you start questioning why you're even doing it. And not just that, but the amount of work that you've decided to take on starts started to, well, for me in my case, started to affect me physically. I started getting illnesses. I started getting
Mm.
autoimmune diseases, according to the doctors. And you know what? I have been, I dove into meditation in 2009. And I have been doing meditation and kind of kept pushing it aside, but I'm pretty experienced. I took some classes in self mastery. I took classes in visioning. I really love my connection to spirit. It's something that I always looked for and something I have experience with. So I said, you know what? I'm done. I need to take care of myself, and I need to find where I'm at because I lost myself. So that's where my turning point was. Okay, I don't want to be sick. I don't want to affect my family negatively. I don't want to affect myself or my life experiences negatively. It's time for me to
Mhm.
change and do what I'm meant to do. And I don't know what happened, but in the point that I decided to say I'm coming back to me and I'm going to take care of myself, I'm going to do the work. that it takes to take care of myself, all of a sudden doors started opening. All these support groups started, women upon women, like mothers. I don't know what it is. It's like all these women, they don't even have to be mothers, but they are the creators, the the life-giving energy, that feminine energy kept coming over and saying, I'm going to support you. I'm going to support you to your next level. And the doors kept opening. I'm getting chills on my head, I swear.
Oh, so cute.
It
I love
happens.
that.
It's like a spirit feeling. I'm very
Uh-huh.
grateful for that. So it brought me to a place where, okay, now it's time to figure out, what do you want to do? And I'm like, well, Rose, I've had dreams about this. I've pushed them aside and said, let's see what, I don't know what I want to do with my life. There's so much, and I'm just going to keep exploring it, keep exploring. But this time I'm listening to those dreams. And those dreams have to do with connection to spirit, spirituality. For me, it's teaching the world the tools that I've used in order to heal myself, um, sharing what I know, as far as connecting with nature. Um, this thing called nature bathing, which is a beautiful, beautiful experience. Um, Affirmative journaling, self acceptance, all these different things that I continue to work on. I have all these different tools that, not just from gathering from places that I've learned stuff from, but also putting them all together, making some of my own, and just kind of continuing to self heal, being self aware, and catching myself, so that I can hopefully inspire someone else to do the same, because I want to share that love. I want people to feel empowered, to
Mm-hmm.
feel, to have the life that they so much deserve, to stop feeling the way I felt at that point, where you're chasing something that was never meant for you. That's not, it's not meant for you. You're meant to be free, and the freedom is found in your heart. It's found in your heart. And you find it once you pay attention to yourself for the first time and stop
Coming.
becoming blinded. So that's where I turn to. That's why I'm here. And that's my journey so far, just continuing in that process of healing and wanting to share that with everyone, because that's the best gift I can give to the world, as Rose.
That's beautiful, Rose, and I appreciate what you're saying because I know that it's coming from your heart. It's so genuine, sharing and be vulnerable like you are right now. And I think that more women out there needs to express themselves and let it go and flow. Flow with your desires, flow with what is in your heart and that energy that is so feminine, and have that balance in the masculine and the feminine energy. That's important. And I know how you feel because when I turned 50, I'm gonna turn 56, but when I turned 56 years ago, was incredible. The feeling that you have right now, I start having that feeling, and I was like asking to myself, I know that I reached so much in my career life, professional life in corporate. Yes, I was super happy. I'm super glad that I did it, and I really appreciate and be so grateful for the beautiful life that I have in that moment. But inside of you that you are capable to do more, and when you are capable to do more and express your feelings to others and tell the other people saying, hey, listen, this really worked for me. I want you to know. I want to share whatever is working for you to do not have to go through struggles or do not go to the a different way when you know that it's a better way. And then I start asking to myself, look, what else do I need? Do I need to have more time for me? Do I need to read more? Do I need to do more exercise? Do I need to go to a spa once in a while? Do I need to read a book? Do I need to surround with people that are having different type of vibe? Anything that really is protecting your soul, and especially what you work, your purpose. So I think it's incredible how we go to a stage in our life that all that things are start coming. And because you're not the only one, you know that, right? You're not the only one. So many women that are in the same, space, and it's so beautiful when we sit down with ourselves, have some introspections, and start asking, those questions, saying, "What do I want to do? Is this is really for me what I'm doing? Do I'm having, or making a difference in other people's life the way that I was doing?" Of course, I was working with this healthcare industry. I was helping patients. I was, in surgeries. I was doing cadaver labs for other, doctors to learn about, how to progress in their capabilities or techniques or whatever. And that was beautiful. Of course, that was beautiful. I was trying to do my best for that type of job. But at the same time, you want to be closer to the spirituality, right? You want to be closer to your family. You want to have more flexibility. And we can have both. The thing is, like, sometimes we are so into one thing that we forget the rest, or we are taking care of our jobs and also our family, and we forget ourselves. And that's happened to a lot of women, and we know that. So thank you so much for saying those beautiful words, because I can see myself there, and I know that you know very well that is a lot of people out there that are in the same boat. Um, let's talk about, you know when you feel that you were moving out of where you were, and that's really your desire, your passion, your project of life. When you say, I know that you continue, investigating, because this is a never end, and I think this is forever. Every time that we conquer something, then it's something else, And but when do you think was the what really, you know, tell you, okay, I'm in the right way, I'm in the right journey? So tell me about it.
I felt like I was in the right journey.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, a long time ago, um, I started trying to pursue this whole, I guess you can say, some have compared me to being a spiritual teacher, um, a spiritual practitioner, or something of that sort, someone who can kind of help a person spiritually. But for me, it's more than spiritually, it's emotionally, it's physical. I want to help in every aspect of the human experience if I can. But it
Mm-hmm.
started back in 2011, I believe, that I started pursuing wanting to help people, by taking to certain classes, like I mentioned, the visioning classes, the self mastery classes. I was pursuing wanting to become a spiritual mind treatment counselor for
Uh-huh.
people in this thing that practice the science of mind. I don't know if you've heard of Ernest Holmes,
Yeah,
but
I
I
know.
was yes, I love that. I love the teachings of that, and I have incorporated a lot of that into my practices. But I also incorporate different things. But that was the beginning of it, where I wanted to actually. I felt something within me say, this is who you are. You can heal. I've come to the understanding of now, it's for me, it's I can self heal and I can guide others to self heal. I do not want anyone to think that I can heal them, because without the work, you will not be healed. So, when it came down to me getting sick this time around, back in this past October,
Mm-hmm.
and I actually ended up getting Hashimoto's disease. I had alopecia. I ended up getting, uh, my body was infected with MRSA. I had like these things all over. Basically, my body was telling me, stop, stop.
We
This
have
is
to
not
listen.
this. Yeah, stop it right now, or you're going to suffer the consequence even worse than this. And I had to listen. So at that point, when I learned to self heal myself again, I realized, what am I doing? Why am I continuing into something else? And then when someone brought up the idea of yeah, you can pursue your dreams, you can
Mm-hmm.
pursue your passions, you can be who you want to be, who you are inside, and let that be without feeling like it's not worth anything, without
Mm-hmm.
feeling like someone's going to judge you for it. You know, you can be who you want to be. And deep down inside, that is who I want to be. I've known that for a long time. I'm like I mentioned, I've had dreams from 2009 when it's messages that were sent to me from I swear it's from God, saying this is your purpose. Your purpose is to be the light bearer, to hold the light when the darkness is there, to show people the truth behind the darkness.
Mm.
That's what my purpose is. And I want to be that for everyone, for myself first, and to let the rest overflow. I know sometimes in the back of my head, I say, I know that's weird, you know, but then that's that doubt creeping in again, saying, just, and then I have that argument, you know, you got to, that's that self awareness. Stop it, Rose. Stop it. You can be who you want to be. And if people want to sit there and talk and say, oh, God, she's crazy, I don't care anymore, because if it means that I'm going to be happy and I'm going to be free, I don't care what anyone else thinks.
That what matters at the end of the day, right?
Yeah,
And
that's the
I have,
goal.
and I think that you are in the right path, and this is normal. We have self doubts, and we really ask ourselves, is this is the right thing? I even asked that question to myself as well when I started in my business, and it's like you are kind of go with the flow, step by step, and you notice, okay, this is right, this is not the way that I was expecting, so let's move. Let's start something different in that aspect. And I think that I agree so much with you in terms of trying to really connect those type of senses, right? So, those type of energy and and even I have two friends that they have been in those retreats with Joe Dispenza, and I adore him. I really like him a lot, and I follow him, everywhere. I listen to his meditations or even his different YouTube videos that he has there, and he say that to you, like all the time, saying, you can control what is gonna be, in terms of your body, what type of illness, and it's like of course we had to go to the doctor. I'm coming from healthcare, come on, and we had to just listen to our body, but also how much you know yourself, how
Mhm.
much you are putting into that body that is rejecting you whatever you are giving to it, so I love to listen to him because I learned so much, about listen to ourselves, be silent, at least 30 minutes a day with yourself and listen. And when I have those conversations, for me, those conversations on the majority of the time really lead me to the right path, and it's
Mhm.
incredible. You ask and you're gonna receive. The thing is the way that you are, opening your heart and listening. That's the key. So I'm so glad that, yeah, you and I, we are looking to the eye to eye, because really I understand that is so much more that we are not probably looking for, because we are attached to monotony, or the same thing, and so many roles in our shoulders and so many things that we don't do it. We just, unless something happened that is very very difficult or something, that really is a turning point for us, then, oh my God, it's time for us to stop. And
Hmm.
for sure. Um, so when you start getting into all those thoughts and questions, and so can you share with us who you follow and who's your mentor or who's a coach or who is someone, like probably you have multiple, but someone that really stop you and give you a different perspective, and you say, wow, I didn't see it that way. This really make me feel that I have to turn around and do what I have to do.
Um, well, recently, as far as any, you mean like meditations or just a mentor, someone who I look up to and inspires me?
Yeah, that really help you to, okay, I organize better now my thoughts because you know what is this person is doing or saying, or someone that really, for me, I have like different coaches, right? And for me have been like, okay, I want to do this project, then I follow this lady that really have the all the tools and resources that I need.
Mm.
But also when I'm going to my spiritual side, that is not the business directly, right? I'm more into Joe Dispenza, Anthony Robbins, Abraham Hicks, all those people that really have been so many years out there, seeking for this that we were, seeking as well. So,
Um, as far as the spiritual side, um, lately I have not, I haven't been doing a lot of Joe Dispenza. I've been listening to a lot, doing a lot of more, silent meditations,
mhm,
listening to letting the silence take over. Um,
mm, love it.
besides that, um, spiritually, yeah, I've been trying to connect more with the silence, being okay with trying not to listen to music to let that take me there, trying to listen to the nature and the sound of life. Um, and letting that bring me there because life in itself is the treasure. Um, every
You
part
were
of the
telling me
experience.
you were telling me the other day about a book that you were reading, remember? And then you put it in our chat.
Hmm. There are
That
some
type of.
books.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Okay. So there is one book that I'm reading. Actually, a couple of books. I'm reading Existential Kink by, what is her name? Uh, I forgot her name. If you look it up, Existential Kink, it's basically a book on how to work, a different way of how to approach your the darkness or the shadows or
Mm-hmm.
the parts from within you that are bringing out experiences that you actually don't want to experience, but for some reason something deep inside of you is desiring that continued experience. So how to work with that and how to treasure all of life, all of yourself, and do some self acceptance on that. um
Okay.
Not just that, but Existential Kink is great. There's another one I'm working on which is called Enlightened Sex, baby. So that's a really good book. I don't remember the name of the guy. It starts with a D. But that is such a wonderful book. Really breaks down masculine energy, feminine energy, and
Mm-hmm.
it's opening my mind to so many different things when it comes to that, and changing my life when it comes to enlightened sex. You would never think about stuff like that, but Enlightened Sex is such a great book. Um, I am also, I have a mentor, someone who I follow as well. Her name is Christina Gomez, and
Mm-hmm.
she is a business coach as well. And she, just in her channel, provides so much information, so much content to help me organize myself when it comes to my business. Um, she's pretty. pretty great. And not just that, but I know a lot of women um,
Mhm.
who, to include yourself, who have wonderful, wonderful advice and help me move past certain places in my experiences. And that's why I said, like, the door's open, the support is provided on every level. Um, but just on a regular basis, it comes from you. It comes from other people from the group that we are a part of. It comes from other places in social media, people I'm meeting. Oh, there's this woman, if anyone's from Rhode Island, Rudy Pilla. She gives
Hmm.
these cacao ceremonies, and she is just an amazing creature. I love saying creature because we are creatures, and it's a
I like that.
more beautiful essence in that word, creature. Uh, she's just wow. I haven't gone back because I haven't found the time, but I get a lot from her. Doing moon ceremonies under the on with a fire at the beach, like it's just she puts so much spirit into it. Even dipping your toes in the ocean is a different feeling when you're with her. So there's so many people that I continue to run into, and that's just a few from who I can remember at this point because they just keep flooding in. I don't know. It's just it's a connection that I have to keep making with all these people. Um, uh, I'm telling you, they're just gonna keep popping up. My cousin, I have a cousin. Her name is Taneri, and she has her own chakra yoga stuff. She teaches chakra yoga, and so I wanted to go to one of her retreats. But she's actually going to be coming down. She also inspires me and just you know keeps a positive mindset, and uh, I'm blessed entirely. And I want
Yeah.
everyone else to feel blessed just like that and to see that support flood in for them. And they can have that because I don't like seeing people suffer. None
Oh,
of
I
us
know.
do, none of us do.
Course,
And
of course. And there's so many movement, out there. I know that in Dominican Republic, we know some girls that, they are doing a great job over there, and they really create those type of ceremonies, and they have some events that are very spiritual, and also they want to connect to each other. They want to connect to nature. They want to be sure that we are in the right journey and we are doing things good from our heart. And that's a beautiful thing. When I was in 2017, when I met my first coach, I remember that we were so many women, trying to figure out about our journey, what we want to do. We knew that we're going to have a business, but because so many reasons, because we want to have more money, or we want to have more flexibility, or we want to have more time for us, or whatever it is, like we were all women, like more than 100 women together, and they have different retreats and events, initiatives, projects, a lot of stuff that at the end of the day, Rose, they
mhm.
were very similar to know what we are looking for, that is making the difference out there, continue with our purpose and really make some impacts, really good ones. And I appreciate so much what you're saying, because really those type of people make a difference in our life. They really help us to open our eyes and even tweak or pivot our business or whatever we need to do. So I think that you're moving.
Yes,
You're
my
moving to a
battery is
different.
going to die. I'm so sorry.
Oh, don't worry about it. You have to connect it. No, it's
Yes.
okay. This is part of it. I love to be in an interview environment that people feel, relaxed. And I told you what before we start, we have to go with the flow, be happy, and enjoy this interview, because the people that are listening are people that are looking for different type of structures, different ways to live. They want to know more stories out there. So I'm happy that We are not here, oh my God, you have to have the ring light perfectly, or whatever. I want to have light and people can see me, but like we want to enjoy as well. Sometimes I'm gonna put some makeup and others say I'm gonna be without makeup. I don't,
Mm-hmm.
that's important. And thank you so much. But going back to those type of mentors and sponsors and people that really believe in ourselves, and well, that really give us that wisdom that we need so much, right? Because I think this is a life that, if you understand that you are here to learn all the time and to look for other people that are doing things similar, that you are doing perfect. But also, you have to recognize and acknowledge that you have so many gifts that you have to believe in them. Believe in them all the time, because that's what God give you, right? I told you last night, you have so many gifts, girl, that you have to share that with the world. And that's something that I want to do tonight. Is like I want you to um let us know right now, Rose, if you want to talk with someone right now, and I want to make any type of advice for other women that are watching us. What do you want to say? If you have a client, or if you have someone that is listening to Rose Parker, so tell us.
Hmm.
That's a big
Yeah.
deal.
Um, I think at this point, and what I always say to anyone I care about is that first and foremost, while you may not believe it for yourself, I will believe it for you. And I believe in that power. I do believe that whatever you feel you want to experience and you're not experiencing, that I believe that it's there for you and that it is available at any moment. And I am going to believe it for you because I believe there's power in that. But at the same time, take the step, love yourself,
Mhm.
you know,
Mhm.
you deserve it. Your, I would say your family deserves it, but in the first step, I don't care about your family. I care about you. I care that you take care of you first, because if I couldn't take care of me, I couldn't take care of you. So you are first. Put yourself first for once. Um, and give yourself the love that you deserve. Give yourself that total self-acceptance. Make time to learn how to meditate if you don't know how to meditate. Ask me questions if you want to know how to meditate, how it starts. It all starts with concentration. Concentration is the first step when it comes to meditation. If you
Mhm.
don't know how to concentrate, I can show you how to concentrate. I give little bits of information on my Rose in the Forest page. It's called the Rose in the Forest page, but on how to do certain things, on how to connect with certain things. So definitely, the first step is looking at yourself, looking at yourself, because that's when the doors start opening.
Mhm. For sure.
You deserve it. You deserve it so much, and we all deserve it. I just want to, we sit here, we all want to see everyone happy, but we have to respect everyone's journey and understand that every part of it is the one piece that is necessary for them to move to the next step. So, um, my love, my healing vibes to you, my entire heart, and not just mine, but divine energy's heart. I just wanted to cover you and just for you to be wrapped in it and for you to be cradled in it, for you to understand that you are loved, that you are supported, that you are cared for in every moment of your breath. And so it is.
And so it is, and so it
So
is.
it is.
I I want to share with you. I participated in this great event that was around 4,000 something, 4,500 people. The majority, I can tell you, 90% of the population or the audience was women. And this lady is Colette Reed. I don't know if you know her, Colette, and she is amazing. And one of the the breakouts, we because we have like 3 days with her, and one of the breakouts she divides us in groups, and like you can expose your feelings, or also you can read kind of a mantra, or you can read a passage or whatever, and you have to kind of concentrate in what you were reading and your interpretation, right? And then share that with others. And so many people were like kind of getting to, it was so beautiful because everybody was getting so close to each other. And at the end of the day, you notice, Rose, that we are all the same. In our heart, in our soul, in what we want for us. Of course, we want to, reach out there any type of goal that you want. And that's fine. I'm not criticizing who have, I don't know, 300,000 per year, or be it the CEO of a company, or be the janitor of the school. That doesn't matter. At the end of the day, we have goals, we have dreams out there that we want to accomplish. The thing is, this type of events really put people in perspective that doesn't matter who you are. It's just about what do you want to accomplish, and what do you do that make a difference out there for other people, how you can help. And that's something that I really enjoy so much. I went with my one of my clients was the one that said, "Hey, Tommy, we should go to this event," and I would appreciate that because, she was the one that was talking to me about her, and we participated. I remember that she every day she choose 2 or 3 people that she wants to talk to them, live right there in the middle of the event. Everything was virtual because it was close to the pandemic, and was so beautiful because imagine those type of TV walls that are full of small squares because everybody's connected in Zoom at the same time, right? So that was the kind of the studio that she was doing the whole event, the virtual one. And I remember every day she called like you and you. I'm gonna say something to you. And the last day she chose me, and was like so beautiful because she really said, "Hey, listen." She can see more than probably you and I sometimes. Like when people, I can see your aura, or your energy, or she was wonderful. And she said to me, "Hey girl, where are you?" And then I said, "I'm in Miami, where all the Latin people are," right? And then say something like that. And then she said to me, "You are," I remember, was starting my business almost 2017. And then she said to me, "You are doing a new branding, and you are doing this, and you are doing that, and you know what, you're gonna be super successful," or whatever she was saying to me. But at the same time, she was trying to say, "Hey, listen, it doesn't matter where you are right now, but start however you are. If you have highlights, or you didn't, have your roots outside, or you you are, do not have some trainings, or the certification that you were saying before. I don't have the certification. That doesn't matter. Just start, and start looking for that light at the end of the tunnel that that is there, but you're not walking towards that light. And then it's start for you to open your eyes and follow that light, because it's right there. Your answers are right there. Your dreams are gonna be accomplished. You're gonna make, everything that is in that bucket list. Every strategy that you start implementing is gonna take you to your dream. It's gonna take you out there and really, accomplish what is in your heart. And that's something that we have to embrace, and say to others that is around us, like, "Hey, what are you waiting for?" you know it's like
Mm-hmm.
is are you struggling because whatever you are doing now? Come on, dude, it's time to move.
Mhm.
You know, so many people that sometimes talk to you or talk to me, and I'm pretty sure that they said, listen, this is my idea of something, but I don't know how to start. Or I start this, but it's not working the way that I was expecting. Or, but thank God that they are looking for help.
Mm.
And really, at the end of the day, they are, you know, getting into what they have to do. That thing that is in that voice and that feeling of from our God that we know what it is. The thing is that sometimes we avoid or we don't want to talk about it or we are not
Mm.
ready or we whatever it is, an excuse that is around. But thank you so much for your words, for your time, for your wisdom, for your friendship, and especially for making that decision that is so important for us as a woman, but also for our family of and our the people that live around us. So I'm so glad, Rose, that we have this conversation. And I want the people that is watching us and all those women that want to follow Rose. We're gonna leave you the link about her business, and if you want to get in touch with any of us. We are here to support you. We want, the women that are listening right now feel that they are not alone. We are here in the same boat that you are. We are
Mhm.
here to support each other. If your crown is tilted, baby, I'm gonna fix that crown and put it in the right place. So thank you, Rose. You want to say something before we leave, my love?
Thank you so much. I truly appreciate you. I'm happy that we've come to experience each other in this lifetime
Of
as
course.
Rose and Ydalmis. And
Uh-huh. I
yeah,
love you.
really, gratitude is like more than words. I can't. You probably understand the feeling, at least that much, right? We understand that much of what gratitude really feels like. We're trying to understand the fullness of it, but it's so grand that that grandness is what I feel for this. So I really appreciate the time and the experience.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Before we go, we have one comment here that is from the tech. This is beautiful and inspiring at the same time. So probably that's for you.
That's
That's
nice.
beautiful.
Oh, yes. How beautiful. Thank you, Hans the Tech.
That's so nice. So let's share this video with other people that are probably needed or wants to know more about Rose or myself. And we are here to support each other every Wednesday at 7 o'clock in the night. It's gonna be a stream from different platforms like LinkedIn, Facebook, and here in YouTube. So we appreciate every one of these women, every story behind those words are making a difference out there. And I'm pretty sure that if you are listening and or you know someone that really can be um, grateful or needed some of this information, I know that you're going to share that. So thank you so much, Rose, for tonight, and see you soon. Let's talk because I know that our communication is going to continue. So
Yes.
God bless you. Thank you so much for
Thank
everything.
you.
Bye bye, guys.
Many blessings.
Bye. Bye bye.